Look, we're coming to you live from my neighborhood. Just finished going for a walk with Miss Laura, and thought it was time to give you another challenge for your daily devotion with your kids. Going in the theme of taking a walk, getting exercise, taking care of your body physically. As most of you can tell by looking at me, I'm still learning about that part of my journey, but it is important to take care of yourself, and I think our society has plenty of information on how to do that. You need to eat the right foods, you need to exercise, you need to get rest, things like that. So I wanted to challenge you to do a devotion today. Look up Mark chapter 10, verse 45 with your kids. It's a very short verse. It talks about how the Son of Man came not to be served, but instead to serve. And so if we call ourselves Christians, we should probably be following in the same path as Christ, yes? Yeah, probably so. If we're saying we're a Christian, we're saying we're like Christ, so therefore we should be trying to do what Christ did and act the way he acted and love the way he loved. So what does that mean exactly? Well, Mark 10:45 is pretty easy to understand. He came to this earth not to be served by others, but instead to serve others. So as Christians, I challenge you to read this verse with your kids, talk about it, and ask your kids, as a family, what are we doing to serve others? As a family, what are we as mom and dad doing? What are you as kids doing? And what are we doing as a whole family? And maybe start looking for something you could do this summer to serve others. Maybe you find a homeless shelter to volunteer at, or maybe you find a nursing home and go and hang out with some of the seniors that live there, or senior living facility, and just kind of hang out and talk to them, serve them, show them love, and find a way that you can teach your kids not only to read God's Word and see what it says, but also to put it into action and put it into play for what it really means. So Mark 10:45 is today's devotion. Challenge you to find some time wherever you're at. If you're here in Orlando or if you're out on vacation halfway around the world, take some time to read that verse with your kids and talk about what does that mean for you personally and for your family to serve others. All right? With that in mind, I want to give you a little bit of a heads up about what's coming up. Tomorrow, of course, is Father's Day, and we will not be talking about a color during Kids Church. We've been doing a color series, but that's going to be on hold for 1 week because of Father's Day. So I've told the kids to find out what their father's favorite color is and to wear that color. So find out, what is dad's favorite color, and then have your kids wear that to church tomorrow. And then secondly, if they don't have a father in their life, if they don't have anyone in the picture, I told them, I said, wear my favorite color, which is purple. Secondly, next Friday, this coming Friday, we're going to be hanging out with Mr. Tim, and this is going to be a really cool hanging out with Mr. Tim. You don't want to miss it. We are going to take the Sunrail train down to Winter Park. We're going to spend some time playing in a park for a little bit, and then we're going to go to All Fired Up Pottery. Now, if you've never been there, it's a pottery studio where you choose whatever pottery piece you want, and you paint it. And then when you finish, you pay for the piece you've chosen. And I'll go back in a couple weeks and I'll pick everybody's up so you're not having to drive down to Winter Park. But it's going to be a really cool hanging with Mr. Tim. The train price, I believe it's like $4 or less for adults, and kids are $2 or $3, and kids under 7 are free. And then the pottery could go anywhere from $10 to $150, depending on what you choose. So really, it's up to you and your family what everybody's going to be painting, and it's going to be fun no matter what we do. So I hope you can join us. That's this coming Friday, hanging with Mr. Tim. We're going to be taking the Sunrail train down to Winter Park, and also we are going to be doing All Fired Up Paint Your Own Pottery. So it's going to be fun. Hope to see you there. But I will see you tomorrow at church for Father's Day. And remember today's devotion, Mark 10:45. Christ came not to be served, but to serve others. So talk to your kids tonight about what it is you and your kids and your family are doing to serve others. All right? Thanks a lot. Kristen, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Peace out.